Good day, people. Good day. Good day. It's your guy, Inspired Seeker, reporting to you live from nature once again. So, guys, I received a download around 5 a.m. this rising, and this download was on the awakening journey. Okay. And along the download, I was also given a visual of what my journey was like in the beginning. So I took that as a message for the newly awakening collective. All right. And so here we go, guys. This one is for the newly awakening collective. All right. If you are on the verge of a spiritual awakening, or if you just experienced a spiritual awakening recently in the past year or so, then this may be for you. All right. And the title is Surrender and Enjoy Your Spiritual Awakening. All right. Surrender and enjoy your spiritual awakening. So, guys, let me go on and share a bit about my experience, okay? And maybe we could piggyback from that. All right. Myself, I awakened during the pandemic, right? At the earlier stages of the pandemic. And it was a bit of a hectic time, actually, okay? Because I lost my grandmother, who was in West Africa. I'm currently living in America. I held that woman so dear to my heart. I had a very deep connection with her. And so while I was here helping fight off the pandemic, I lost her. All right. And this one, guys, probably hurt me more than anything. It broke me. All right. Let me be fair about it. All right. It broke me. All right. It broke me. When people would ask me, are you all right? I would tell them, no, I'm not. I'm off my center. Okay. That was my response. I'm off my center. Okay. Because I couldn't find my footing after that. All right. I couldn't find my footing after my grandmother passed away. All right. It was that big boom that knocked me off my feet, so to speak. All right. And so not too long after that, I remember I was at home. It was nighttime. I actually left work. I knew something was wrong that day, or I knew something was going to happen that day, because I just kept feeling emotional. All right. That was probably the most emotional I have felt since my grandmother had passed away. Now, it had been several weeks by now. All right. I was back to work and everything. And so I remember going into work one day, and there was a situation at work that triggered me. All right. And I became overly emotional and told them, look, I have to go. I cannot be here today. And so I grabbed all my stuff, and as I headed out to the car, I couldn't even keep myself together. Okay. The tears were streaming down my face as I made my way to the car. All right. So when I got to the car, I took a moment to collect myself. All right. I cried. And then from there, after a while of sitting in the parking lot crying, I was able to make my way home. All right. So now here I am. I'm home. I'm inside the house. I'm inside my room. Don't want to come out. All right. And I'm just going through it. Okay. I'm crying on and off, on and off, on and off. I'm just going through it. All right. So I ended up doing something which I probably shouldn't have done. All right. I ended up drinking some liquor to soothe the pain. Okay, there was some liquor nearby, and I ended up having some to soothe my pain because the pain was just too much that day. All right, and as I did this, it soothed me for for a little bit, right? But of course, when the liquor wore off, the pain returned. Okay, this was probably several hours past. All right, and the pain came right back. Okay, the illusions that we've been telling ourselves. Okay, that this stuff helps us. Okay, it helps us for the moment that you're consuming it, right? But as it wears off, the pain comes right back, right? It only soothes it temporarily, all right? So it wore off, and I started going through the pain again, okay? I started experiencing the pain again. And what this did to me was that I became even more emotional than before I started, okay? So this time, guys, my emotions were just intensified. So I started crying more and more. My family, they were trying to console me, trying to, comfort me and whatnot, guys. I didn't want nothing to do with that, okay? I pushed them away. I went and locked myself in my room and tried to sleep it off, okay? That was the night my awakening happened, guys, all right? All that sensitivity I was feeling, I knew there was something happening to me. That entire day, all that sensitivity, guys, I knew there was something happening, all right? So that night when I went to bed, guys, and I awakened the next morning, totally different person, feeling no pain. It was as if I haven't lost anything, okay? When the awakening happened, all right? It was as if I haven't lost a thing, all right? Yes, I knew my grandmother had passed, and yes, I knew I had lost her, but I had this sudden comfort feeling from somewhere else, all right? That I could not explain, all right? I've never been sad about my grandmother since, okay? It was just from otherworldly, I should say, all right? And a lot of people start to say, oh, it was your grandmother. She probably heard you crying, or she probably felt your pain and decided to comfort you and yada, yada, yada. But guys, that was my awakening. That was my awakening. And since I awakened, guys, it's been a totally different story since then, all right? But I said all that to say this, guys, surrender and enjoy your awakening, okay? Surrender and enjoy your spiritual awakening, all right? I know for me, when I awakened, guys, there wasn't a lot of information out there regarding spirituality, regarding spiritual awakenings, all right? And so I struggled to actually diagnose or identify what my experience was, okay? The people around me, my family and other people, were talking about mental health stuff, okay? They were telling me to consult with mental health professionals and all this other stuff. But I knew, okay, I felt and I knew that no, what I'm experiencing is otherworldly. But because there wasn't much information out there, these people didn't have any information to help me with, and neither did I. So I went out looking, all right? I searched the internet, I searched Google, I searched YouTube, I searched all over the place, guys, all right? And I began to study, all right? I began to compare my symptoms, I began to compare my symptoms to what I was finding out there, okay? And over time, it started to become clear, all right? It started to make sense as to what I was experiencing, okay? So I said that to say this, guys, one of the things that we all do when we awaken is we want to know, all right? When I started researching and I found all this information suddenly now, but the problem is this information is more advanced. Okay, I'm a beginner, all right? The information that I'm finding are talking about more advanced stuff, okay? But I'm a beginner, okay? It doesn't make sense to me. I felt like I'm late, or that I'm slacking, or that I'm not doing something right, okay? So I became even more anxious. And guys, what this led to was me worrying myself for no reason, all right? I grew anxious and I worried myself for no apparent reason. All right. So now, fast forward to today. I done had my spiritual awakening. I done gone through a lot of healing. I done had my Kundalini awakening as well. All right. That's a whole nother topic, by the way. All right. That happens the further you progress on your awakening. All right. And so now I can look back and say I worried myself for nothing, all right? And that's what this download was about, okay? Don't approach your spiritual awakening as if it's a set thing or it's an experience on a set schedule, okay? Everybody is different depending on the type of life you have lived and the amount of trauma that you've experienced and whatnot. Everybody's journey is going to be unique to them, all right? So my advice, all right, and this came directly from the download, is to prepare for the marathon, guys, okay? Prepare for the marathon, all right? Number one, approach it with the understanding that it is not a race. That's number one, okay? It is not a race. Number two is that it is not a competition, okay? It is not a competition. Number three is that everybody's experience is unique to them, their own individual journey, all right? That's number three. So prepare yourself for the long haul, all right? Prepare yourself for the marathon, all right? Because everybody's experience or everybody's journey is gonna be unique, all right? Further, guys, don't try to control it, okay? Don't try to control the process, because one of the things the majority of us do is that we're having a spiritual experience here, but yet we're trying to approach it from a physical perspective, all right? Don't try to control it. And this is also directly from the download. Don't try to control it. Surrender to the process and allow the divine plan to unfold. This is directly from the download, guys, all right? So don't try to control it. Surrender to the process and allow the divine plan to unfold, all right? Don't be like me and create unnecessary stress and unnecessary anxiety for yourself for nothing, okay? Because that's what I was doing, okay? I was out there trying to control things. I was researching and finding all of this information and thinking, okay, it's supposed to go this way, it's supposed to go that way, it's supposed to be linear, it's supposed to... No, it's not, guys, okay? It's not. Just surrender to the process, okay? All that did, like I mentioned earlier, is end up making me more anxious about the entire experience, okay? Until I grew over time, and then I started to understand, okay, maybe we shouldn't approach it this way, all right? So that's why I'm here to share my experience with you, and also through this download, I'm here to add to it, all right? Further, I have God loves you, and we live in a loving universe, all right? God knows what you can and cannot handle, okay? God knows what you're capable of, all right? God knows what you can and cannot handle, all right? And God will never give you more than you can handle, okay? This is also directly from the download, all right? So understand that however the process is going for you, okay, however your journey is going, guys, is going according to divine plan. All right, understand that. Okay, surrender to the process. There's no need to try to induce it or induce certain things or get no, guys, surrender to the process and allow the divine plan to unfold. Okay, the divine knows what's best for you. The divine knows where you are along your journey. The divine knows what your capabilities are. The divine also knows what you cannot handle, and so the divine is not going to give you something that you cannot handle. Okay, the divine is not going to give you something that's going to overpower your system. Okay, so it will be a gradual climb. Okay, a gradual growth process, I would say. All right, so please do yourself this favor. Okay, prepare yourself for the full marathon. All right, it's not a race, it's not a competition, all right, and it's not linear. Okay, prepare yourself for the long haul. All right, also surrender to the process and allow the divine plan for you to unfold. Okay, because everybody's experience is going to be unique and it's going to be different. All right, so this is for the newly awakened individuals, guys. Don't worry yourself sick. Okay, don't jump over here, jump over there, this and that, guys. Surrender to the process. Okay, go through your practice, your spiritual practices, ground yourself more often. All right, we're receiving tons and tons and tons of energy. Okay, your body or your system will take on energy, as much energy as you're able to handle. Like I said, God knows what you can handle. Okay, so God's not going to overpower your system. All right, but the more you develop, the more energy you'll be able to take in. All right, so surrender to the process, guys. And if you're newly awakened, welcome, guys. All right, take your time, go through the healing, go through the process. Okay, it could be painful at times. All right, but know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, all the suffering and all the pain will subside eventually. All right, and you will see the light, guys. All right, so if you're newly awakened, guys, then this message is for you. The awakening journey is not linear. All right, surrender and enjoy the ride, guys. If you enjoy the message, take a moment to drop us a like and also subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be notified next time we upload. We do our best to upload every single day. So until the next time, guys, peace, love, and more life.